Greetings, everyone, and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia, joined today by Geoff Atkinson. Geoff, g'day, sir. Very warm welcome. Where are you hanging out?
I'm in Park City, Utah, Tom. Thanks for having me on.
Utah. All right. Have you voted yet?
I did. Yes, I voted via mail.
One day before the big day, huh? So,
yeah, that's right.
If you're listening to this, folks, it'll be after the presidential election, but we are one day before officially right now. Drums are rolling, hearts are beating. For those of you who don't know Geoff, he was the former senior vice president of marketing at Overstock.com, pretty big company. He's now the founder CEO of Huckabuy, which is an SEO software company, which introduces the title of our interview quite nicely, Geoff. It's how to build a website for Google's perfect world. And Geoff's going to show us how to do that in just 7 minutes. Geoff, our time starts now. Question number one, who is your ideal client?
Anybody that is looking for increases in organic search traffic. So that's really a varied crowd. It can be, we have e-commerce, software companies, nonprofit, legal. We pretty much cover every industry. So usually they need a somewhat complicated site, and then we can really help them.
They want to drive traffic to the website, get subscribers, convert to clients, and you're the guy that can help them get found organically.
That's correct.
Right. So question number two, therefore, is what's the problem you solve? We might have just covered that, but did you want to elaborate on that at all?
Yeah, the problem that we solve is sites are built for humans, and they're complex and hard for Google to understand. So we solve that problem for you. We translate your site so that it's very easy for Google to understand. It's very easy for them to crawl. It's very fast. That's the problem that we solve.
Right. So question number three is, what are some of the typical symptoms that people experience with that problem? So so if someone listening to this, they're going, okay, that's me. I heard what Geoff just said about symptoms, and that's pretty much what's going on with our website. What are some of those typical symptoms?
Yeah, if you think of Google as like a black box, or you've never had success with SEO, if you're sort of scratching your head wondering what to do, the industry is a bit misleading. And so we kind of solve those questions for you. Maybe your site's slow and it's causing Google not to be able to crawl it correctly. Maybe you think you're doing all the right things, but there's some technical obstacles that are keeping them from, being able to fully index you and giving you the credit that you deserve. Maybe you're doing like a bunch of content, for example, and it's just not really paying off yet.
Right.
That's kind of an indication that we could help.
So folks are probably doing a lot of content, blogging, and maybe podcasting and writing articles, and they're just not moving up the organic search rankings list, right?
That's correct. Yeah, they have some sort of technical problem.
Right, and half the time simply because the website's not built in such a way that Google can go, oh, that's quite relevant. Does that sound right?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay, cool.
We're spot on.
Thank you. So 4.5 minutes left. Question 4. What are some of the common mistakes that people make when trying to solve that problem? I imagine it's almost like there's a billboard in the middle of the desert somewhere and no one can see it, so they build a bigger billboard. But how would you, because these are intelligent people, they're wanting to get ahead, they're wanting to get the website found on Google. They're not going to sit on their dates to do nothing. So what are some of the things that people try that just flat out don't work?
I'd say the biggest mistake is this reliance on agencies as a solution for SEO. Everybody immediately goes to outsource this problem and have an agency work on it. If you think about three main pillars of SEO, one's link building, getting your domain authority up, one's content, and one's technical SEO. The first two are way better to do internally than any other solution. And even the third, agencies don't have the technical chops to be able to make these changes. So here you have an $80 billion industry in the United States with an overarching net promoter score of 0. People are extremely frustrated. It's not the solution to the problem. They keep spending money, but it's not the solution to the problem. There's this constant friction between people that are wanting to grow their SEO and organic search and those that provide for them, being agencies primarily, that can't fix the problem. And so thinking about the first two done internally, and maybe the third either done with Huckabuy or internally as well, you're just going to get better results than a typical route.
Right. Thank you for that. And often what happens with agencies is that You pay them for 3 months or so and nothing happens, or 6 months or even 12 months sometimes, nothing happens. And you write them a Dear John email.
Yeah, there's a reason that it's constant churn, right, with agency
Correct.
interactions around SEO.
100%, 100%. All right, so what's one valuable free action? It's question 5, 2.5 minutes left. What's one valuable free action that someone listening to this could take? It's not going to solve the whole problem, but it might take them a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think page speed is becoming a really important ranking factor. In 2021, Google's pushing a huge algorithm update called the Page Experience Update. They've been talking about it for about 9 months. Page speed is already a major factor, but in 2021, beginning of 2021, there's going to be a big shift up, and it's going to become even more of a factor. So paying attention to page speed now is key. If you go to Huckabuy, you can hop on, go to our page speed page. You can either navigate from the top navigation, and we'll give you information about what it is, what's coming down the pipe, and also how prepared are you. So we'll actually analyze the site, tell you where you can improve, tell you if you use our PageSpeed product, what the outcome would be. But it's something to prep for now, as this will probably be the biggest update they've done in about 5 years, and it's solely focused around page speed.
Wow, so the rules are going to change again.
Yes.
Forgive me, but what is page speed?
Page speed is simply how fast is your site load. So Google's a computer, and if they come to crawl and it's taking 3 to 10 seconds to crawl, they're going to move on and go elsewhere. So faster your page speed.
All right.
Yep.
80 seconds left, 2 questions to go. One valuable free resource we could direct people to, and I'm going to steal your thunder on this because I've already got it just for the sake of time. Huckabuy, Huckabuy.com, huckabuy.com/cloud/page-speed. That's the one you just mentioned, actually. So let's go there, folks, and just see if you're ready for 2021. Question number 7, and just a minute left. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't, Geoff?
I'd say, overarchingly, why page speed and SEO are important. SEO is important for a lot of reasons. I think of it as the oxygen of the internet. You kind of need it to survive, and it's built a lot of huge brands. Page speed is important not just for SEO, but if you think about your own interactions with sites, how quickly it loads is how likely you'll stay on the site. So it has a huge effect on bounce rates, conversion rates, things that people don't really pay attention to, but it's probably the most important metric that's ignored.
This is Geoff. Thanks so much for your time. This is an absolute game changer, isn't it? And it's coming soon your way. You're coming soon to you, a website near you.
That's
Geoff,
correct.
Once again, thanks so much for your time and your insights. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.